And what might you expect in the new year? Controversy and criticism on the campaign trail. What started one exchange that put the spotlight on a presidential hopeful. And do you have a New Year's resolution? If so, we'll give you tips on how to make those healthy habits permanent.
From Hurricane Ian insurance challenges to controversial law enforcement actions, the WINK News Investigative team gets answers to your questions and solutions to your problems. Tonight, we focus on the lessons learned from some of the biggest cases of 2023 and look ahead to what we're focusing on in 2024.
Hello, everyone. I'm Peter Fleischer, WINK News Investigative reporter.
And I'm Celine MacArthur. We're here at the Lee County Sheriff's Office, the focus of 3 major investigations we launched in 2023 that impact public safety and are not over.
Now, we're going to begin with a controversial traffic stop involving an LCSO deputy. Back in August, paperwork shows Michael Soto was set to be arrested. His car set to be towed after he struggled with multiple field sobriety tests and refused any form of blood alcohol testing. But Soto was never officially arrested. A commanding officer reversed course on scene, claiming Soto was suffering from a medical incident. Soto was taken home rather than to a hospital or medical center. Sheriff Carmine Marcino refused all of our interview requests despite committing to transparency.
We need to look into this more, but what I am delivering for you is transparency. And if it's not right, I would stand here before you without hesitation. When I own something, I own it. It's just the way it is. I got to be transparent.
Now, the sheriff has publicly admitted that there were disagreements with his own staff on that scene that night about whether or not Soto was drunk or not. Moving forward in 2024, we have several records requests out as we continue to try to piece together what exactly happened that night.
And hearing Marcino say, when I own something, I own it, leads right into our next investigation, sparked by an 8-second video featuring Marcino that was shot here at LCSO headquarters. In this case, is he really owning up to what he did?
Jumpsuits are red, justice is sweet. Commit a crime in Lee County, and your ass will get beat.
Many of you are concerned about the violent messaging in that video. Marcino claims his video doesn't represent his views on use of force, but won't explain why he said those words on camera in the first place. In a Facebook post, he claimed the Public Affairs Office, quote, runs several, if not dozens of scripts for videos. I've submitted a public information request for those scripts, and as soon as I get them, we're going to read them together.
And so far, public leaders have not commented on this video.
Not a word supportive or critical, and law enforcement experts are not surprised.
In many instances, that's probably a death sentence to their political career.
But we won't stop asking for reactions.
And LCSO was also in the middle of an internal criminal investigation involving an arrest where a sergeant repeatedly punched a man he was trying to handcuff while 2 other deputies stood by.
Those 3 were fired, but LCSO offered few details on what happened. We filled in many of the blanks with this security camera video, an internal affairs summary, and exclusive interviews with 2 of the fired deputies. LCSO and the state attorney's office won't talk about the ongoing criminal investigation now, but we will let you know when there are any developments. Many of our stories with law enforcement involve internal investigations into conduct, and that includes FMPD.
Yeah, across 2023, we gave you a series of exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at FMPD's operations, one of which being the police union calling for the head of internal affairs to be removed from her position. That didn't exactly happen, but the department will operate differently moving forward in 2024. Early in 2023, then interim chief Randall Pepitone refused to sign off on more than 30 counts of discipline from his own internal affairs department simply because he disagreed with their recommendation. The decision came after a car chase in which his officers broke traffic laws and violated department policy. Months later, the FMPD union publicly campaigned for the head of its own IA unit, Lisa Brenneman, to be removed, claiming she'd abused power and repeatedly violated department policy and Florida statutes. After being named police chief in August, Jason Fields committed to evaluating the IA department.
I have to review if there's any active investigations going on right now that directly involves internal affairs, because if not, I'm just doing an injustice and it wouldn't be fair. I don't want to do anything in haste.
FMPD says under Chief Fields' leadership, an investigation was conducted and led to no discipline against Brenneman, but the IA department has been restructured. Brenneman was transferred to an administrative position. It's a story we'll continue to cover in the new year. Now, not all of our investigative work involves law enforcement or public safety.
Many of you devastated by Hurricane Ian asked for our help to navigate the complicated insurance claims process. Elaine and Michael Damiano in Cape Coral were hit hard, and they say they were ignored by their insurance company for months. We investigated. The head of the insurance company admitted to dropping the ball on the senior couple and sent them a six-figure check. Sounds like a lot of money, but the Damianos say it only covered half the cost to repair their home, and the company hasn't paid another cent.
Having to liquidate at this age is frightening. Whereas we can't go, if I was younger, I'd work 2 jobs. I'd handle it. Michael would work 2 jobs. He'd handle it.
Now they're gearing up for a legal battle we will follow step by step in 2024.
Not everyone has the resources to duke it out in court. Kathy Bricker was stuck between emergency housing and living out of her van for more than a year after Hurricane Ian hit. Bricker's home was destroyed during the storm, so she was assigned a hotel room until an emergency trailer became available. The problem? Kathy has a bad knee, and she couldn't access her trailer safely. So she waited months for a new unit with no place to call home until a routine maintenance alert revealed she was never placed back into the queue to receive a new trailer that she could safely access. Just days after connecting with us, she was finally given a safe place to live, giving her much-needed stability while she tries to land on her feet.
Then there were the unexpected storm-related stories. An organizer of a so-called Hurricane Ian benefit concert reached out to us because he really wanted to be on the news.
And we did put him on the news after asking questions that should have been very easy and simple to answer.
Now, to make a long story short, his website was full of red flags. After some digging, we discovered the information presented was not accurate. Disaster Relief Benefit turned out not to be a registered charity or nonprofit, and the organizer admitted on camera the money raised was going into his personal business bank account.
Sponsor money and the ticket sales go to my for-profit, production company, because we had to work with a for-profit company and did not have time to, start a new one specifically for the event.
Our investigation shut down the concert and serves as a valuable lesson. Don't believe everything you read.
It's an important lesson to remember, and our work will continue in 2024. As always, if you have any tips or information that you'd like us to have, you can reach us at our email, investigations@winknews.com.